The moon bathes Healing Path's mental health center in its gentle silver light. It's a time when the world sleeps, but for some, the night is when their struggles truly begin. The quiet hours can amplify anxieties, fears, and the feeling of being alone. Within the walls of Healing Paths, individuals like Aisha grapple with these unseen battles.
Another sleepless night, she whispers, her voice tight with frustration. There has to be a way out of this maze.
Aisha sits by her window, her silhouette a study in restless energy. The stars above twinkle, indifferent to her plight. She's exhausted, yet sleep remains elusive. Another night stretches before her, filled with anxieties and unanswered questions. Aisha yearns for peace, for the oblivion of slumber, but her mind races, a whirlwind of thoughts she can't silence. She longs for the comfort of sleep, for the respite it brings. But sleep, for Aisha, is an elusive dream. This is her journey, a journey shared by many who find themselves sleepless in the face of mental health challenges. At Healing Paths, Aisha is not alone. Within its walls, hope and understanding await, offering a beacon in the darkest hours. Aisha's journey is about to begin, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. As Aisha prepares to leave, she says goodbye to her peers.
Keep in touch. Let us know how the sleep world treats you.
Maybe we'll collaborate on a project someday.
Don't forget, my jokes are just a call away.
Thank you all. You've been my nightlights in the darkest hours.
Aisha's journey sheds light on the complexities of insomnia and the impact of stigma. What misconceptions have you encountered about mental health? Aisha takes a deep breath, the scent of lavender and chamomile wafting from a diffuser on her bedside table. It's a small comfort, but she clings to it, hoping it might pave the way to sleep. She's tried everything, meditation apps, counting sheep, even warm milk and honey. But the harder she tries, the more elusive sleep becomes. Her insomnia is a cruel companion, robbing her of rest and amplifying the challenges she faces. Aisha knows she needs help, and that's what led her to Healing Paths. It took immense courage to admit she couldn't conquer this alone. Healing Paths is her sanctuary, a place where she hopes to find the tools to reclaim her life from the clutches of insomnia. As dawn breaks, Healing Paths awakens. The gentle hum of activity signals a new day, filled with the promise of healing and hope. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee and warm pastries fills the air as Aisha makes her way to the dining hall. The room is bathed in the soft glow of morning light, creating a welcoming and comforting atmosphere. Patients gather at tables, some chatting animatedly, others lost in quiet contemplation.
Jack, a fellow patient known for his quick wit and infectious laughter, spots Aisha and waves her over. "Morning, or should I say good evening," he quips, his eyes twinkling with mischief.
In this shared space, they find solace, their individual struggles momentarily eased by the balm of human connection. The group therapy room is a sanctuary, a safe space where vulnerabilities are shared. Dr. Miguel Rodriguez exudes quiet strength and empathy, comforting the patients.
Let's talk about the unseen burdens, the stigma and biases of mental health challenges.
His words resonate with the lived experiences of those present. Sam, struggling with OCD, speaks up, hesitant yet resolute.
People think OCD is just being neat, but it's so much more.
The room erupts in laughter, the tension momentarily broken. The weight of Aisha's past presses down on her, memories flickering like a haunting melody. She sees herself as a medical resident, her days and nights consumed by the demanding world of medicine. The beeping of monitors, the hurried footsteps in the hallways, it all comes rushing back.
Back then, sleep was a luxury I couldn't afford. The more I pushed, the more distant rest became.
She had bought into the culture of overwork, believing that sleep was a weakness. Hope, like a fragile seedling, takes root in Aisha's heart as she steps through the doors of Healing Paths. The weight of her past, though ever present, feels a little lighter within these walls.
Welcome, Aisha. We're glad you're here.
In that moment, Aisha feels a glimmer of hope, a sense that maybe, just maybe, healing is within reach. Morning at Healing Paths is a symphony of coordinated care, a testament to the dedication of individuals working in concert. Each staff member plays a crucial role. The journey to recovery is often compared to navigating a labyrinth, with its twists, turns, and unexpected dead ends. At Healing Paths, the path is made clearer with the guidance of a dedicated team of specialists. Dr. Rodriguez introduces Aisha to cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, or CBTI. The support group room is a haven of understanding, a place where individuals can shed the weight of their struggles and connect with others who truly understand. The air is thick with unspoken empathy, a silent acknowledgement of the shared journey that brought them together. The air in the group therapy room is thick with anticipation. The soft glow of the overhead lights creates an intimate atmosphere. Dr. Rodriguez, calming and commanding, sits in a circle. Today, we delve into a topic that casts a long shadow: stigma. It's like people think mental illness is a choice, like we want to feel this way. He runs a hand through his hair, his usual cheerful demeanor replaced by a palpable weariness, the fear, the exhaustion, the sleepless nights. Jack, his timing impeccable, senses the shift in energy, the heaviness that has descended upon the room. He leans forward, a mischievous glint in his eye.
You know what they say about insomnia? It's like a bad joke. You can't get to the punchline because you're always up all night thinking about it.
A wave of laughter, unexpected yet welcome, ripples through the room. The tension, momentarily broken, dissipates like fog burning off in the morning sun. Dr. Rodriguez, his expression a mixture of compassion and admiration, nods in agreement.
Jack is right. Sharing our stories helps us heal and breaks the wall of stigma.
Aisha's heart is full of hope as she looks around the circle. She sees strength in their vulnerability and courage in their stories. Aisha's journey to Healing Paths began long before she ever set foot in the tranquil gardens of the centre. It began in the bustling hallways of a prestigious medical school.
I had always been a high achiever, driven by a deep-seated desire to make a difference.
Medical school was a crucible testing her limits. Sleep, I convinced myself, was a luxury I couldn't afford. The first tremors of Aisha's unravelling began subtly, almost imperceptibly. The sleepless nights, once a badge of honor, became a source of dread. The exhaustion, once a fleeting annoyance, morphed into a constant companion.
My once sharp mind felt clouded, my thoughts sluggish.
She started making mistakes, small ones at first, but the fear began to take root. Her colleagues, noticing her fatigue, offered well-intentioned but unhelpful advice.
You need to find a way to relax, they'd say, their words laced with concern.
But relaxation, Aisha discovered, was a skill she had never learned. The breaking point came on a night shift, the fluorescent lights of the hospital casting an eerie glow on the empty hallways. Her body running on fumes, her mind a jumble of exhaustion and anxiety, found herself unable to focus. Shame washed over me, hot and suffocating. I, the doctor, the healer, was falling apart. She stumbled out of the hospital, the cool night air a slap in the face. As she stood there, tears streaming down her face, a sudden realization washed over her. She needed help. The thought, once unthinkable, now filled me with a strange sense of relief. Healing Paths prided itself on its holistic approach, recognizing that mental well-being encompassed the mind, body, and spirit. Aisha, initially skeptical, found herself drawn to the center's diverse therapies for her insomnia. Art therapy provided an unexpected outlet for her emotions. Dr. Harper explained that the sleep study would gather valuable data about Aisha's sleep patterns. The lab, designed to mimic a peaceful bedroom, monitored her brain activity and breathing. Sarah attached sensors to Aisha's scalp and body, explaining each step calmly. As the lights in the sleep lab dimmed, Aisha found herself surprisingly calm. The fear of another sleepless night dissipated in the quiet hum of the machines. Aisha opened her eyes, blinking in the soft light of dawn. The sleep study results, displayed on Dr. Harper's computer screen, revealed a wealth of information about Aisha's sleep patterns.
Dr. Harper pointed to a graph depicting Aisha's brainwave activity. Your brainwaves show a pattern consistent with hyperarousal.
She pointed to another graph illustrating Aisha's heart rate variability.
Your heart rate remained elevated, indicating stress and anxiety.
The data confirmed Aisha's insomnia was a symptom of a deeper imbalance. The sleep study offered a roadmap for a personalized treatment plan. Back in her room at Healing Paths, Aisha prepared for bed with renewed hope. The sleep study had provided valuable insights into her insomnia.
Armed with new knowledge and a personalized treatment plan, she felt a flicker of optimism. She methodically went through her nighttime routine, a series of calming rituals.
She dimmed the lights, minimizing blue light to help melatonin production. The gentle scent of lavender filled the air, soothing her nerves. She climbed into bed, the crisp cotton sheets a welcome embrace. She resisted the urge to reach for her phone, knowing it could disrupt her sleep.
Instead, she picked up a book, its words a soothing balm for her restless mind. As she read, her eyelids grew heavy, her breath slowing. The anxieties faded, replaced by tranquility.
And then something miraculous happened. She felt herself drifting, surrendering to the pull of sleep. Sunlight streaming through a gap in the curtains gently nudged Aisha from slumber. She stretched, her muscles loose and relaxed. A surge of pure joy coursed through her. The dining hall was abuzz with morning chatter as Aisha made her way to her usual table. She couldn't wait to share her triumph, her first full night of sleep. Maria and Jack greeted her news with uncontainable delight. The air crackled with a vibrant energy as Aisha and her fellow patients gathered in the common room. The seed of an idea, planted during a group therapy session, had blossomed into a full-fledged initiative. They called their project Mind Over Myths, aiming to dismantle misconceptions and shed light on their experiences. His words resonated deeply with the group. They knew their personal journeys were united by a common thread, the struggle to navigate a world that often stigmatized mental health challenges. And so, Mind Over Myths was born, a testament to their collective strength and creativity. The day of the Mind Over Myths event arrived. The Healing Paths common room buzzed with anticipation. A hush fell as Aisha took the stage, her heart pounding. She began to speak, her words flowing with raw honesty. The time had come for Aisha to say goodbye to Healing Paths, to the sanctuary that had nurtured her healing. She stood in the familiar hallway, her suitcase packed, a mix of emotions swirling within her. She was leaving with a renewed sense of hope and a toolbox filled with coping mechanisms. With heartfelt goodbyes exchanged, Aisha stepped forward into her new chapter. As Aisha stepped out of Healing Paths, she felt a surge of optimism. She had faced her fears and emerged stronger. As she turned to leave, she promised to check on her newfound friends. As Aisha walked away from Healing Paths, her heart was full of gratitude. She glanced back one last time, the warm memories of her peers etched in her mind. Their support had been her anchor, guiding her through the stormy seas of insomnia. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for being my nightlights. Aisha's journey is a testament to the power of community and understanding. Her experience at Healing Paths has not only helped her manage her insomnia, but also inspired her to become an advocate for mental health awareness. Aisha is speaking at a local community centre, sharing her story with a group of attentive listeners. Insomnia is more than just sleepless nights. It's a battle that many fight in silence, shrouded by misconceptions and stigma. But together, we can change that narrative. Aisha's voice echoes the importance of empathy and education. Her story encourages others to seek help and support, breaking down the walls of isolation. Aisha is handing out pamphlets and engaging in conversations with attendees. In every conversation, she plants a seed of hope, nurturing a future where mental health is understood and respected. This episode is for educational and entertainment purposes and does not substitute professional medical advice. If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health, please seek professional help. Join us next time as we delve into Jack's story, peeling back the layers behind the laughter. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Together we can illuminate the path towards understanding and acceptance of mental health issues.